What's up, guys? So you are a contractor needing to move a 25,000 pound excavator. What do? You jump on DiamondC.com and build an FMAX216 just like this guy did. Let's take a look. So today we're looking at a custom build. This one is going to KOC Outdoors down in Caldwell, Texas. An end user got online and built this FMAX216 out. It's got a lot of special features and options on it. Of course, you can see right away the color. It's a non-standard color. They chose to go with this purple, but in the intro, I mentioned that 25,000 pound excavator, and why I said that is because everyone knows this equipment that contractors are using is getting bigger and heavier, and as you graduate into getting different jobs, you need different equipment and oftentimes bigger and heavier. And so there's this weird kind of gap where anything over 20,000 pounds, you really need that 40K GVWR. And so that's what is one thing that makes this one really special. So the FMAX216 is engineered beam technology through the neck all the way back to the bumper, where we really get to optimize weight savings. This one weighs just under 9,500 pounds. And at first you think, well, for a 32-foot gooseneck, that may not sound super light, but when you start really adding up all the features and options and what it's capable of, that's really kind of extraordinary, because it has an oak floor on it, which is much heavier, denser wood than pine. And then again, just being able to have enough steel in the design to be strong enough to handle up to 30,000 pounds worth of cargo is a big deal. So again, 40K GVWR. We're going to start at the front and we'll kind of work our way back through this one. They did add the Shocker Hitch to this one. So standard is a BX1, just regular rigid steel coupler. They opted for the Shocker because obviously a trailer like this, loaded to this degree, being pulled behind a 450, 550, even like a single screw Kenworth, something like that, it'd be a pretty hard ride. This trailer is going to be constantly pushing on that tow vehicle. And so with the Shocker, it's got an airbag built into it. This is kind of the Cadillac of cushioning hitches. It has this airbag built in where you can actually increase or decrease the air pressure in it to match the load you're going to be hauling. Like empty, we put about 20 pounds in it, 15, 20 pounds, and it pulls really nice. But again, once you start loading it, you'll want to find your air pressure setting that makes the most sense. But that is primarily for ride quality, and also it helps with wear and tear to where the trailer's not just riding so hard on the truck. A small feature that we updated just recently, this cold weather harness. Before we had a cold weather harness, it was rated for sub-zero, but we went to this really cool blue to match some of the other aesthetics on the trailer. It's got a magnet that slides up and down to where that you can move it, but also easily just be able to clip your plug up against the trailer. So I think I mentioned anyways, this one has the Pacesetter Edition. And what that does is it's a grouping of options that allows you a slot value, like a discount on a group of options, just because they're the highly selected ones. So, and it's the ones that mean a lot to the folks using the trailer. So in this case, Pacesetter, it gives you the solar panel up on the neck to keep your battery charged when you're not using it. Also gives you these work lights. So if you're working early in the morning or late at night, you can actually rotate them out to the side. You can rotate them up. They actually work really well to highlight the deck, when you're needing to work, again, in low visibility situations. Hydraulic jacks, if you've never used them, you will never want to use manual jacks again. In this case, being a hydraulic dovetail, it comes with a wireless remote. So being able to stand here, hook up and unhook using a wireless control and hydraulic jacks, it's effortless. A lot of folks sometimes are like, oh, just get out and use the manual jacks. This, for efficiency's sake, being able to get in and out of the weather quicker, and whether it's hot or cold, it just makes your life a lot easier. Moving on back, well, we actually need to camp out here for a second. You can kind of see in this area, this looks a little bit taller than normal. This is an option that's selectable on our website. It's one that kind of goes under the radar a little bit. It's a 6-inch taller neck option. And I do not recommend this unless you truly have a vehicle, a late model, say F350, 450, 550 that is lifted. I don't recommend going with this unless you truly have a lifted pickup on, say, like 38s, 40s, like big tires, because our standard neck works really well for late model pickups that are even leveled on 35s or 37s, that kind of stuff. The standard neck works well. So in this case, this individual must have a lifted truck or some kind of service body or something that really makes it necessary to have that taller neck. So just wanted to point that out because that does look a little bit different. Up in the neck, they did get the extra storage box, so there's extra room to put chains, binders, whatever you have, straps, different things you can put in there and lock out of the way. On the back of the neck, there's a locking chain rack for chains and binders, because I imagine with an oak floor and a shorter trailer like this rated so heavy, there's going to be a dozer, excavator, something like that, where they're going to be pretty often using chains and binders, and you don't want to have to be getting them out of side boxes or out of the neck, so you can lock them real easy across the back of the neck there. In the Pacesetter, it comes with an extra 42-inch box. This one is strictly storage. It's wide open, so you can put stuff in there and lock it out of the way. The second box here houses all of your controls for the trailer per se. It's got your hydraulic pump that powers the jacks and the dovetail. It houses the transmitter for your wireless remote. It has a corded remote. It's also got the brake pump that powers your hydraulic disc brakes. As well, it's got your Group 27 deep cycle battery and your 110 charger and tester to see where you can see how the condition of the battery is. All of that's housed nice and neat in this box. Some of the little things you'll notice on the Diamond C trailers compared to others are things like bulkhead fittings. That's a big deal from a serviceability aspect. Like the inside of this box, the hoses don't just run through metal holes in the box or through grommets. There's actually a bulkhead fitting, much like you would have on a vehicle, where that connection is on the back wall of the box. The pump plumbs into it, and then on the back side there's a hose that comes out to go where it needs to go. That's a much more professional grade style than just obviously having the hose run through the back of the box. So look for those kinds of details. Those are obviously small cost adders, but it again makes the experience much better, whether it's you or your dealer servicing the trailer at some point. That makes a big difference. So moving back, we talked about the oak floor. Oak is unique. Pine is standard. We have oak, and we also have the Alumatrax option. Oak is way denser. Like this product is not treated because it's almost impossible to treat like they do pine, because pine is so much more, I guess, porous and able to shove moisture into it, where oak, they can't. And so it's a non-treated product. So you want to make sure and seal it. I would suggest putting some kind of sealer over the top of it, just to where it preserves the top a little better from UVs. But it is crazy strong, stout. It weighs a good bit more than pine again, but again, it is very strong for especially if you're hauling things that have like metal tracks and you're going to be thrashing the deck of the trailer. Oak is going to last a lot longer than pine. This one, they opted for the aluminum outers on the wheels and tires. So we do a steel on the inside and aluminum on the outside. That's pretty common. What's cool about it, it does reduce some of your rotation weight or your weight out on the end of the hub. It's kind of cool. I mean, is it a big deal? It's a little difference, but it is lighter, which is going to save a little wear and tear on brakes, but it also just looks really cool. I would say it's probably like 70% looks, 30% benefit there, but it does look really cool with this custom color. The 216 is standard. Even in this 40K applications, 216 means 16,000 pound axle. So it's got 16,000 pound Lippert hydraulic disc axles. It has a hutch suspension, so it's a really heavy duty semi-truck style suspension that the axles are seated into. It's got a 215 18 ply tire. You can actually upgrade that. There's an option to go to a 235. Did they do that? No, they actually updated this one. This one has the optional 235, so it's a little bit, again, heavier duty wheel and tire than even the 215. Both the same ply rating, but the 235 has a little higher load rating. The 12-foot hydraulic dove is one of the signatures of Diamond C. Back in 2017, when we launched the Engineer Beam, we changed the game by going to a 12-foot hydraulic dovetail. It's auto-locking. There's no extra mechanisms. It's much more user-friendly. It's just a push of a button, and you lower it, load your equipment, and go. It's rated at 10,000 pounds lift and carry. We just recently updated this hinge to where it's much more user-friendly in terms of servicing. So it's got this service point on both sides. Instead of having to be up under the trailer to service 6 different hinge points, we've got one on each side, making it much easier to service. Moving to the back, you can kind of see down the side, part of that Pacesetter Edition is getting extra clearance lights. And so this one has the max amount of clearance lights that you can order on the website. It has on making it just much safer down the road at nighttime. It lights up like a Christmas tree. In the bumper, it's got the standard reverse lights, which is really awesome at nighttime when you're backing up and you need to be able to see behind you. You can those automatically come on when you put it in reverse. And then lastly, it's got the flashers built into the bumper. So if you're on the side of the road, construction site, what have you, and you need more visibility, you flip those flashers on and they start going to town so people can actually see you. This is a great example again on what can be built on the Diamond C website. Our build your own tool is really easy, simple. It's got tons of pictures and videos and explanations that kind of help you walk through the process of building a trailer. Your needs may be very different than this customer, but the cool thing is you get on there and you step through the process and you can actually build out the trailer that really fits the exact job that you need to do. If you have any questions, you can get with your local dealer. You can give us a shout direct at Diamond C, and we will help try and walk you through that process to better understand, what options would be meaningful for you. And because our end of the day, our mission is to make sure you're equipped to do the job that you need to do and you get the ROI out of this product. We want this product to be it's not going to be the cheapest to buy, but it's going to be the most cost effective to own over time, especially when you buy the one that's right for you.